The premise of this is, I found an interesting post on Reddit that I would like to react to. It's basically a post that is like things I wish I would know earlier in Destiny 2. However, since this is a Reddit post, it's called "What's your most shameful lack of Destiny knowledge admission?" Whatever the fuck that means. First, I'm gonna introduce our guests. Spring, feel free to introduce yourself, and maybe you could tell us something that you didn't know or you wish you would know earlier.
My name's Springboach. I'm a hunter main. To being completely honest, I don't really know if there's something that I'm missing out.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll learn something today. Ryan, what about you?
I'm Ryan, a Viking. I'm a Titan main, and I didn't know that you could unload an Izanagi shot until like 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna start out with the description of the post was the main thing that the author wanted us to know about. The main post is, I don't know what handling does in PvE. Like, seriously, do I need it? Why is it good? What weapons is it better on? Why is it better on weapons than range or reload or stability? I just don't get what's good about it in PvE. How do you feel about this take?
I don't know, it's handling. Like, I couldn't tell you what it means, but I know what it does.
Really?
So, like, I guess.
Wait, you don't know what handling does? Yeah, here's what handling does. It increases your ready speed. It doesn't increase your stow speed, and it increases the speed of aiming down sights. I think I can partially agree with the initial post, specifically regarding the usage of in PvE. The only time when I can think of handling being sort of useful and needed is like rockets and Izanagi strats, where you need to pull a rocket launcher at a very specific time and then pull Izanagi back. Yeah, in PvE it's not as important. I can agree with you on the factor of a feeling of a weapon. I would say this, if a weapon has low handling, I will feel it. Moving on to the first comment. I have no idea which barrel perk does what. I just adjust them and stare at the stats and see what fits my playstyle. I have no idea if small bore is good or bad on the shotgun.
Oh yeah, move.
I mean, yeah, same. Like, I know that some of the perks are like really important for some guns. For example, full choke. Yeah, I know there are some perks that are absolutely notoriously just loved by the community, like full choke. The only perk in the game that I actually look for, that is actually important to me, is flared magwell. But yeah, I kind of just look at the stats. Same as the guy who posted this. This one is pretty straightforward. It says, I've played for years and just realized yesterday that you can get bounties on the app.
Yeah.
Poor soul.
Because this was a D1 thing. I used to think you had to go back to the person who gave you the bounty to turn them in.
I know that you can get them via app. However, I don't know why, but my app and my phone are so slow that it literally takes like 5 to 10 seconds for a bounty to be like accepted and given to me. So it's usually easier and faster for me to just go into the tower. I think I need to upgrade my phone. I've had it for like 6+ years. That also may be an issue. That definitely might be an me. Next comment is, I have over 60 runs of Duality and I cannot tell you where each symbol is in the vaulted counter.
Yeah, I have to look at them manually every time, yeah.
Not only I have to look them up manually, I also need to write them down in chat, but when I do, I usually never forget it. My main pet peeve with Duality, and I don't understand why they did that, is that the symbol placement in the vault and in the Kaitel are different.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. It's every time I need to reprogram my head and readjust it. That, oh, this is now this order, etc. But usually I just read them left to right and it's fine. But I do agree. Next comment is, I have never done a Riven legit.
Oh yeah.
Neither have I.
Yeah, that is definitely guilty.
And how many have you completed?
39 Last Wish runs. I want to do legit Riven at some point, but that point is not today, or tomorrow, or day after tomorrow. Next comment is... Okay, I like this one. Okay, it says, I've done every GM and have every raid title, and I still always forget if it's boss spec or major spec that provides a benefit against champions. I want to say this out loud. I found a really good tip. One simple idea, one simple solution. If you can use a finisher on it, major spec. If you can't, boss spec.
I do it by if they're named or not. If they're named, it's boss spec. If they're not, it's major.
Oh, Spring, you might like this one. I didn't know for many years that holding the jump button instead of simply pressing it, Hunter triple jump, heightens the peak of the jump. Jumping puzzles got a lot easier after I learned that trick. Yeah, holding down the button for a Hunter increases the jump height as you hold it.
I've played Hunter since D1.
Look,
Don't tell me you just learned that.
I have been a Destiny Hunter main for most of my Destiny career, and I didn't know that. And I'm a triple jump Hunter. I think that's why.
Yeah, if you hold it down, your jump height increases. Now you know. Alright, this one is gonna pull some string. Started gaming about 5 months ago. Still don't know who Kate 6 or Uldren Solve. I don't think that's spelled right. And every time they come up, I forget to Google. Solve. Ryan, how do you feel about that? With your nickname and all?
Because I threw my headphones and I walked away from my computer.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, that's the new light experience, isn't it? You have no idea who those two people are because they're both Sunset.
And both are there.
I hope we didn't cause any damage by that.
I think I regret
that. Man, it's so wild, right?
No.
You're a new light player. You've been playing for 5 months. Almost half a year. You have no idea who those two people are. Okay, this one is gonna be... For the first 75-ish hours, I didn't know the existence of perks. Every time I got the same weapon, I just dismantled it, thinking it was the exact same as my other copy of the weapon. So I may have dismantled a couple of god rolls without even knowing.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, they never show you that weapons have perks in like New Light experience, right? Imagine 75 hours and only after you realize, oh, this weapon is different from the other weapon. Okay, this one. Been playing Destiny since 2014, found out yesterday that jumping in PvP pings you on the enemy radar. Made many Guardians chuckle and Shax slapped me. I just learned that from that comment.
Yeah, especially if you are invisible as well.
It pings you if you're jumping while invisible?
Yep.
On the radar.
Oh, no wonder people know where I am. Oh, I jump all over the place.
Exactly, I learned it just now. I know about radar that if red glows means opponent shoot. Ryan, you might appreciate this one. Back in D1, I was a Titan main, so doing raids, I was regularly stuck being Bubble Bitch. Side note that I never played Bubble outside of raids, and more specifically boss encounters, but I always had trouble because I would randomly die in DPS phases, because I didn't know that you couldn't shoot through the bubble. I thought it was just like the relic and you could shoot through it.
You sweet summer child, that's why you actually use more than one super. That means that person has cast so many bubbles, because they're in a raid, and yes, Bubble Bitch was a thing in D1 especially. Oh god, that poor... What is wrong with you?
Oh, I've cleared Prophecy over 50 times, including Solo Flawless, and I still don't know where to dunk the motes when Toland is on the ceiling in the cube. Alright, let me make this one very clear. Let me make this one really clear. Imagine a square in your head. Just imagine a square, not even a cube. A cube is too tough, apparently. Imagine a square, right? Now draw a dot at the top of the square, okay? That's where Toland is. And when you dunk a mote, you flip the square 90 degrees, so you put it on the side. So if Toland is on the ceiling, you need to do one side twice. You need to flip the cube twice. That's coming from a Solo Flawless speedrunner gamer, 50 clears. You just need to do it twice in one direction to flip over the cube. That's it. Oh, I still don't know what it means to be charged by light. I would be hitting finishers to activate it, but never noticed any difference. So who's gonna tell them?
You gotta build into it, honey.
Who's gonna tell them?
If someone casts a super, that's a charge with light because they can share it.
That's true. However, this person clarified that they would be doing finishers. So they equipped that one green mod that charges you with light on a finisher. And I would be like, okay, I did a finisher, I have this buff. What do I do with it, right? And they wouldn't know. Man.
You build into it. Oh my god, that's so sad.
They are color-coded. Green gives you, yellow takes it away. That's it. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I went into these like lower upvoted comments because hear this out. I thought Word of Dawn was a solar super because I thought dawn equals solar. He is so right.
Warlock!
And
Warlock!
he is so right, and I so much agree. Why is it called Word of Dawn?
Point and laugh at the warlock. Point and laugh at the warlock.
Okay, let me read it out loud for you. I've been playing for 5 weeks now, which is more than a month, and I just realized the other day that the vault has multiple pages. That's a nice challenge. That's a nice challenge. Play Destiny 2 was only 1 page available in your vault. I would do that.
I wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't. We need to help you clear your vault immediately.
Oh yeah, you want to do it right now?
Alright, let's do it right now.